expired drugs, delayed drugs, no drugs, essential drugs, zero, most essential drugs, zero. This report is a serious indictment on the healthcare system in Karnataka. And let me also add, I have added the Ballari deaths to this because in the Ballari death also there was a serious breach. And let me add, amongst all the South Indian states, I think Karnataka does very poorly when it comes to maternal mortality rate, Satya.
Today, I had gone through the report that you suggested. I think it's just come in taken around or something. These figures are relating to 2016 to 2022. And these figures are also for the period of 22 to 23. So this is not a real reflection of the Congress government, which started its government from 2023 May or June. Okay, but I am not saying everything is very, very good right now from 2023 to 24. Yes, there have been problems. There have been short supplies of essential drugs. And since most of the patients who go to these government hospitals come from lower strata of the society, it is a must that the government should have all the essential drugs at least in the hospitals so that the poor patients need not go outside and fall prey to the medical mafia, the medical stores outside the hospital. In most of the categories, if you see even district hospitals or even, in taluk hospitals, more than 65 to 75% of the drugs are there. Another 30-35% of the drugs, there are some lacuna is there. But in few cases for district hospitals and all, the district hospitals can buy them locally. But the point is, whenever district hospitals or any hospital try to procure them locally, it will be more than the DGSND prices as put by the government. DGSND prices we can procure at a much lesser price. And whenever you try to procure locally, your price will be high. That is for sure. So there is no doubt that the present government and our Congress government, wherever there is a shortage of these supplies, we have to make sure that essential supplies are made to those hospitals. We have to do an audit. Whichever hospitals are well below, if someone is saying 50 less in district hospitals have to have 128 essential drugs, and there are 55 less. I think the health department and the health ministry should go and do an audit, and wherever possible, we have to see that those medicines are there at the respective hospitals.
And I like the way the debate is going because we are looking at it through the prism of humanism more than anything else. Satya Prakash, I don't understand, talking about Ballari, which Mr. Rao also brought up, I don't understand what Dinesh Gundu Rao is saying that, 46% it has increased, it's now C-sections, now he's going to incentivize government hospitals to perform normal deliveries. Satya Prakash, anyone who has basic knowledge, wait a minute, knows that cesarean is not an option that I can choose. Here you see a woman, 2 cesareans. I did not have an option. I cannot give birth normally. They said your life is in danger. They cut me up. It's not that I choose it. I am saying this is, since I have read it, I have been disturbed. To say that, oh, don't do this. No one is doing it, sir. There are cases where the woman is in trauma, the unborn child is in trauma. You have to cut the woman up to get the baby out. What kind of an argument is this to cover up for the Ballari disaster and tragedy, Satya?
Sudha, first let me make it very clear that is a different issue, this is a different issue. What Mr. Dinesh Gundu Rao said was, the normal average in a government hospital C-section is around 35%. While in all the private hospitals, it is 85 to 90%. This is a huge aberration. While the national average is around 35 to 40%. National average in private hospitals also is around 50 to 55%. But in Karnataka, the private hospitals C-section cesarean operations is to an extent of 85 to 90%, which is abnormal, is what Mr. Gundu Rao has said. And what he said is there will be a policy to make an audit. See, putting a mother into an OT where they give, all whatever is needed for sedation and etc. to do a surgical procedure, it puts the mother and the child under tremendous risk. All Mr. Gundu Rao is saying is whether the doctor has taken the right decision. All the shortages in government hospitals have to be looked in. I'm not saying no. Why should the poor patient suffer? Another thing is, all the medicines are available, but these medicines are not available for free in government hospitals, is what the CAG report has said. And CAG report is not referring to only this year. CAG report is referring from 2016 to 2022 and from 22 to 23 also. So this report is not only with respect to this year, it is with respect to earlier years.